Hey there, this is Josiah Jarvis, and this is my reaction video for the assignment about the body ritual among the Nara Kiarama people group. Sorry about my pronunciation, it's not the greatest. So yeah, just getting right into it. My broad and general reaction to this article and this story is I think it's hysterical in some senses. I think it's accurate in others. One part that I really liked was the Holy Mouth Men. I thought that was too funny. Just how everyday experiences like going to the dentist office can be seen in this other light. How we have holes drilled in our mouth and inserting magical potions or whatnot to make us feel better. And so I really just thought, in all, just my general reaction to this article is, I think it's very interesting. I think he does have some accurate takes on there, which might be a diverse or different perspective, but I definitely think he is spot on with some of these and definitely does overreact to some other ones. Having this kind of bizarre or wild, definitely different take on different just everyday normal experiences that Miner explains in his article. One might think it is crazy, but perception is reality. It really is. And so my perception is, growing up in America my whole life, being a Caucasian male, I definitely view things differently than someone across the world. And so definitely with his examples, he does have a certain way of describing things that he could have a point. I think similarly, one could say that people hustling and bustling and spending a ton of money, shopping till they drop, in a sense, and putting a lot of this stress and this preparation for this one day, really just getting all cozied up, creating all this different types of festivities and different types of music. There's millions and millions of songs out there just for this one day. And there's lots of preparation, and there's movies, and there's tons of culture around this one event. And people buy certain clothing just to match the theme of this cultural event in America. And it all leads up to this one day and this excitement and this hype around this one day. And it could definitely be perceived as confusing or pointless or bizarre, in a sense, from someone that is not familiar with this tradition. From someone else's perspective, it could definitely be seen as, why, when it gets snowy and it's cold out, people listen to this certain type of music, or eat this certain type of food, or dress this certain type of way, or watch these certain types of movies. It could also be seen in more of a more religious aspect as well, seen as, why is this person's birthday so celebrated? And why is there so much hype around this one individual? I don't understand. It seems bizarre. It's pretty crazy. So most definitely that could be seen as difficult or hard to understand from an outside observer's view. But this ritual didn't always appear, or it wasn't always this way. This ritual moved from more of a spiritual, religious ritual, and it moved more to a secular, worldly tradition / ritual. It definitely began as a religious ritual, and now it serves more as a cultural, commercial holiday, in a sense, / ritual for most people. The focus has definitely increased on consumerism. There is a major gift-giving aspect to this ritual. It's definitely more prominent within businesses, holiday shopping, and within the family home that practice this ritual, as well as cultural inclusivity. This holiday used to be strictly a Christian holiday. It was celebrated by only that people group for a long time. But over time, this ritual has become more inclusive, often losing its strict Christian morals slash just religious aspects to it. And so these changes just reflect the shifts in societal values, with more of an emphasis on family, consumerism, and the focus of religion is just being lost in the process. I think due to this commercialization of this ritual and this holiday, turning from more of a religious practice and ritual to more of a more mainstream consumerism, family-oriented celebration or ritual, I think that change has been positive in some sense, but also does have its negatives. And so, I mean, the commercialization has been good. It's been shared more of that tradition and that culture with more people. And I think the sharing of culture is always a good thing. I love to learn about other cultures, and I love sharing about my culture as well to other people. But I also think there is that negative side. According to Santino in 2005, he really just said that tradition, customs are recognized as potential profitability. You can make profit off that, and easily exploitable by various industrial interests, and are commercialized as a result. And so, I mean, according to this study and what Santino is saying, I think it does have some truth in it. That is a downside. They could lose some of the core beliefs and some of those religious aspects that it started with. And so I think the loss of culture is definitely a downside, but I think getting the message out there, spreading culture is always a positive. So I have a little bit of a mixed feeling and mixed take about this, but I think in all, it's important to just remember where it stems from, what the religious meaning is, and what the culture is all about, but also getting it out to more people and just everyone sharing the love and sharing the experience of that culture. I think in all, just getting a good broad understanding of what your culture is and what other people's cultures are, and just being aware. I think having a good perspective, like I mentioned before, perception is reality. Your perception of others can make or break how you treat someone. So just being open-minded and having a good perception of other people's cultures, and not reading a book by its cover too quickly or judging someone else. And so I think what I've learned today is that holidays in America and rituals in America that I think are normal can be seen as very unnormal to other people, and I can see it that same way. So just reflecting and knowing that, and that perception is very, very important. Thank you so much.